Hey, Tanner, I guess we haven't seen it officially, but it sounds like tomorrow's game is off. What's the mood there with the situation still up in the air, I suppose?
Yeah, I think it was just announced actually. Um, it sucks to be honest. You know, practice all week and then try to gear up for a game again, and then that one gets postponed, and now we have another 5 days till our next one. Um, so it's not ideal, but I guess it's the way things are going right now.
You're right. The email just landed in my inbox as I was speaking. What do you guys talk amongst yourselves? Like, how do you kind of keep yourself motivated to come to the rink every day and have to wait a few more days before you play again?
Yeah. It's at least you're around the guys. Yeah, have a bit of fun. Um, like I said before, when you have a few days off, Monday, Tuesday, you practice, and then today or yesterday and today was kind of gear up again to get ready to play tomorrow. Just it's a lot of sitting around, I guess, waiting.
All right, if there are any other questions, please indicate so now. We'll go to Ian McIntyre, Sportsnet.
Hey, Tanner, how hard is it to maintain any kind of game rhythm when you're playing so infrequently?
Yeah, it's kind of like summer. You can train all summer, but until you're, battling one-on-one in a corner or fighting for a puck battle, it's kind of hard to, do the same thing, especially against your teammates. So you kind of, got to compete within yourselves when you practice and try to get the most of it.
We saw when you came back from the first long break, the Christmas COVID break, that the team was pretty good first game out, and then next night back to back had no legs. Do you think when you go on this road trip, you'll basically be starting over again, that it'll feel like there's a lot of rust to knock off?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, but then again, we just did it. So, you got to be mentally prepared to get back in as quick as you can and battle through it and be mentally sharp. And, it should help us of what we just went through with the Christmas break to now.
We'll go to David Quadrelli, Canucks Army.
Tanner, when you see the amount of games that have already been postponed because of players actually testing positive for COVID and teams not having the manpower, does it kind of add to the frustration level at all that these games are being postponed because of attendance restrictions and kind of like from a revenue standpoint rather than, actually being about the player's ability to play?
Yeah. It's a business. I think we all get that part. But yeah, when you got a full healthy squad here, yeah, it gets frustrating.
And kind of on top of that, just it's saying in the kind of the release that's been put out that they're hoping that to reschedule it for dates when restrictions are eased or lifted. Like, you've lived in this province long enough. Are you kind of aware of the fact that like these restrictions could just get extended when they're set to expire on the 18th rather than, it kind of seems like the hope is just to play on the 21st again, but are you kind of aware that that might not actually happen?
Yeah, I think you'd be, not looking at things if you weren't. I think, whatever, 50%, there's no reason or word that, maybe things could get worse here too and be at zero. So, no one really knows what's going to happen. Right now, it's kind of, day by day. We go on this road trip. We'll go to the States. We'll play our games, and we come back, and who knows what it's going to be like.
And we'll take a final question from Daniel Wagner, Glacier Media.
Tanner, is it particularly frustrating when you are on such a good run here that you want to kind of keep that momentum going, that you're having all these games postponed and interrupting that flow?
Yeah, I think we did a good job that last road trip. Obviously, LA wasn't the way we wanted to play, but at least we were able to battle to get 1 point out of it. But now we're right back to kind of square one. So, like I said before, it's at least we've done it, so we can mentally prepare ourselves to grind away and get back in as quick as possible.
Has there been a benefit as well to having a string of practices with a new head coach in Bruce Boudreau, where he's maybe able to introduce a few more of the ideas that he wants to bring to the team?
Yeah, for sure. We talked about it. It was a good week of practice. I think, especially as the games go on here and you get further into the season, practice time gets less and less. So with a new coach and, definitely getting a string of practices, kind of understand him more and what he wants, definitely has helped. It's, with not practicing maybe a whole lot down the stretch, at least we got this chunk in.
Thank you so much, Tanner.